Hi, welcome back to Coffee Cafe. Last time we left off with the trial balance. So here is what happened, okay? When we did our formulas, in this case, the mistake was we didn't drag the formula all the way down. So this last entry right here for that $299.25 was not calculated. So in this case, it calculated to 1157.10, and if you add that into here, that was the $299.25 we were missing. So here we are at the end. We should have a total debits and credits to be $95,515.09 on both sides. So there we go. We did end up actually having our numbers all accurate. Only problem was the formula did not copy and paste all the way down. So in this case, that's the missing $299.25 was right here in the sales for Supreme Coffee. Okay, so that means we can now proceed to week 5 to go ahead and journalize the rest of week 5. Okay, so this is where we last left off, right? We were on page 19. So we are now starting week 5, or in this case, the last couple days of June, to go ahead and wrap up starting on page 20, okay? Starting with the first one, right? On June 29, Saturday, we end up delivering to the corner bookstore. So 629, we sold to them regular coffee, Supreme Coffee, and ceramic coffee mugs with the delivery fee to give you a total of $218.81. So let's see if we have any type of similar transaction here. Okay, so we sold. Okay, let's see. Well, we got accounts payable. Okay, so right here. Accounts receivable, that's an unearned. So accounts receivable, regular coffee, Supreme Coffee, ceramic coffee mugs, and delivery fees. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this transaction here. Okay. And paste it all the way down here on our new page. Okay. All right, and of course, what we're going to say here is we deliver to the corner bookstore. Okay, invoice number, I believe is 109. Okay, and we gave the corner bookstore terms of 1% 15 net 30. Okay, and so we are going to do a formula here. Okay. Okay, so let's see what we have here. We sold a total of 21 pounds for a total of $69.09. We sold a total of 20 pounds of Supreme Coffee for $79.80. And then we sold 8 ceramic coffee mugs for $39.92. And we charged $30 delivery charge to give us a grand total of accounts receivable to be $218.81, which matches our scenario here. Okay, so that means we're good to go. Okay, I'm also gonna copy and paste this little cost of goods sold here so we don't forget that we have to update our inventory as well. Okay. Right, and our note here is going to be sold to the corner bookstore, invoice number 109. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Let's do this journal one at a time. So in this case, I have an accounts receivable. Okay, so accounts receivable. Okay, for invoice number 109. We're on general journal page 20 for $218.81. So that's going to bring our account balance to 2223.18. Okay. We had some sales for regular coffee and supreme coffee. So go to your revenues. Okay, so the first one is sales for regular coffee. Let's see, how many pounds did we sell? We sold 21 pounds for a total of $69.09. Excuse me. So that gave us a total of $1,181.11. Excuse me. Next we have is our supreme coffee. We sold 20 pounds. Okay, for a total of $79.80. Giving us a grand total here, okay, of $1236.90. Okay, we'll clear this filling out. Okay. And then ceramic coffee mugs. We sold, I believe we sold, let's see, how many did we sell? We sold 8 ceramic coffee mugs. Okay, which was a total of $39.92. Okay, so that should give me a grand total of $1583.22. Okay, and last but not least, we also had delivery income. Okay, for invoice number 109 for $30. So that should give you a grand total here of $270. Okay. So of course, we know exactly how many pounds of coffee that we sold, right? We sold 21 pounds of regular coffee and 20 pounds of supreme coffee, so we need to update our inventory. Okay. But before we do that, let's finish off the rest of this. So we did the journal, we did the ledger. Now we need to do the subsidiary ledger because now the corner bookstore owes us more money. Okay, so the corner bookstore, here we are. Right now, they're currently at $194.10. All right, we just delivered to them one more time. Okay, so again, you can say delivered order. Okay, and you could do number 109. Okay, invoice number 109, general journal page 20. We gave them the same discount, so in this case, they can be able to take a discount if they paid within the 14th of July. If not, he gets the opportunity to pay on the 29th of July. Okay, for a total of $218.81. Okay, and of course he owes that, so that plus his invoice number 105 gives him a grand total that he owes is $412.91. Okay? And because Albert is also responsible for that, right, we need to go ahead and check mark that we actually delivered invoice number 109. So here's invoice number 1 to the corner bookstore, right, for the $218.81. So in this case, we can verify that we have delivered this on, so on this date is going to be, today's the 29th, okay? And of course, it was invoice number 109, okay? And now that means we get to calculate commissions for Albert for the $218.81. So we can go to commissions, okay? Today's the 29th, okay? To the corner bookstore, okay? Invoice number 109 for $218.81. So 40% of that's going to be $87.52. So in this case, right, we just add these two numbers together. We owe a grand total of $873.82. Okay? So that's how much commissions that we have given so far. Or I mean, we have to owe. Okay? So that's that one. All right? And of course, we now need to update our inventory because we know exactly how many pounds we sold. So starting with the regular coffee, okay? We sold 21 pounds, okay? And it's currently at $1.63,604, okay? So 21 times $1.63,604 gives us a grand total of $34.36. So in this case, when we subtract it out, right, we got 34.5 pounds left at a grand total cost of $56.44 left, okay? And that has drastically dropped the price by a thousandth of a penny. Okay? So that means I can lock this part off. Okay? So we sold $34.36 worth of regular coffee. Okay? And of course, we sold 20 pounds. So let's take a look at how many batches we have left. We have exactly one batch of inventory left. And right here, it's going to cost me $1.89. Okay? So 20 times $1.89 is going to give us $37.80. Okay, $37.80. So now we need to update our inventory because now I no longer have 100. I only have 80 left. Okay, so $37.80. Okay, let's go ahead and verify that. Right, it should be 189. 189 minus 3780 should give you a remainder of 151.20. Yes. Yes, that is true. Okay, 151.20. So this is what we sold. $37.80 worth of Supreme coffee. Okay, so that's something I can journalize here. $37.80. And for for the regular coffee, we sold $34.36. Okay, so $34.36 and $37.80. Okay. So now we need to update our ledgers to be able to get our numbers to adjust our inventory, starting with the cost of goods sold, right? we sold 21 pounds for $34.36. So therefore, we got a total cost of goods sold to be $1161.62. Okay. And then we sold 20 pounds, okay, for $37.80 to leave us with $12.36. Okay. And then we need to update my inventory. So let's see, my regular coffee. We sold 21 pounds. And it was for $34.36. So we should have a total left of $56.44, which that should match your inventory worksheet. Good. Okay. And of course, we also sold 20 pounds of our Supreme coffee, okay, for $37.80. 30. Okay. For $37.80. And that should give me the 151.20, which, yes, that's for sure matches our inventory worksheet. Okay. All right, so we're done with that one. So let's see what happened next. We have to pay all things ceramics, invoice number 126, and we're going to pay 159 on with one check. Okay, so we're going to post this as a subsidiary ledger, and we're also going to adjust the inventory worksheet. So in this case, right? Why? Well, let's see what we're going to make a payment to all things ceramics. Right? So in this case, right, we already know for a fact that when we're making a payment to a bill or to an invoice, we are automatically going to be decreasing our accounts payable. Okay? And how are we going to pay? It says right there, we're going to pay with our checking. Okay? Okay. So first off, let's go ahead. We're going to be paying two bills off simultaneously. Okay, so let's take a look at invoice number 126 and invoice number 159 on our subsidiary ledger. Okay, so we go to vendors. We're going to go right here, right? We're going to make a payment for invoice number 126. Right now, invoice number 126. This is how much we owe. Okay. We owe a total of $196 even. Okay. And then let's see, 159 right here. This is the adjusted because when we purchased our invoice for 159, we also made a refund. So in this case, we're going to make a payment for this batch right here. Okay. Okay. So that means our new adjusted amount, because we had to subtract out our refund, we now owe $286.96 on that invoice. So right there, we know that we're going to make a payment that's going to equal, let's see, okay, we're going to make a payment. So here we are in the payment column for a total of $196.60, okay, plus our 286.96, okay? So giving us a grand total of $482.96, okay? And that should cover it. Now, in this case, let's double check when our due dates are, because in this case, right, we got to make sure that were we able to take advantage of the discount. So for the very first invoice, right, it says that if I paid within 10 days, I would be able to take the first discount. In this case, I already missed the discount due date, right? It was on the 20th of June. I'm paying as if the 29th of June. So in this case, I paid before the due date, but did not make the discount period. However, but for invoice number 159, I did pay within the discount due date, right? The discount due date was July 30th, or June 30th. I'm paying on the 29th of June. So in this case, I get a discount off of this for 1%. So let's take a look at this. Right? This invoice was for $296.80. Now let's go ahead and go into our inventory worksheet just so we can have a clearer vision of what we are looking at. Because in this case, it kind of gives us pretty much a lot of the answers, right? It tells us, so in this case, we are making a payment for the first 80 cups, right, that we purchased for $196, right? But in that case, we made a down payment, so that's why we only owe $196. Okay, right? We made a down payment of $100, so that was on record saying that we did make a down payment. So that's right here. The down payment's right here, and when we applied that down payment, that's why we only owe $196. But for my second invoice, right, I purchased 80 of those mugs at $2.46, which gave me $196.80. However, I had to pay $100 worth of freight. So in this case, I got a grand total of $296.80. Okay? But I end up making a refund for $9.84. So in this case, how much do I really owe for that bill, right? I really owe only, right now it says right here, I owe $286.96. Now in this case, right, this price includes the cost of freight. We cannot discount freight because it's a separate charge, right? It was an agreement that we agreed to. We paid to get those items to my store. So in this case, no, I cannot discount that. But at least I know that the freight charges was $100. So in this case, how much of the discount can I actually get? In this case, let's take a look. We are going to be discounting, so right now it's $286.96. Minus $100, I'm looking at $186.96, right? So you can do that, or you can also do the math yourself and figure out what 80 minus 4 is, which is 76, because we made 4 refunds on those mugs. So I'm at $76 cups times the unit price that I paid for them, so $2.46 each, and that should give you what your grand total is that we are looking at. Or you can take right here this $196.80 minus the $9.98, and you're going to get the $186.96. So that's the only price that I am actually able to utilize to take the discount. I can only discount the actual items that I purchased, not the freight. So in this case, I'm going to make a record here that I'm supposed to make a payment for $482.96. But that's not true because I get to take a discount. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my math here, right? 186.96, right? Let's double confirm that. 186.96, okay? Times that 1%, okay, is going to give me $1.87. So in this case, I need to take my $482.96 and we're going to minus this $1.87. So therefore, in grand total, I will still end up paying the same amount for the $482.96. Or in this case, that's how much I'm going to be subtracting from my accounts payable. However, I am paying significantly less. I am going to actually be cutting a check for $481.09. $481.09 because my discount is $1.87. Okay. So that means, let's see, let's go back to my journal. Okay. I'm going to receive a discount, right? In this case, my ceramic coffee mugs. What kind of inventory did I originally recognize them? I recognize them as periodic inventory. So in this case, that means I need to create a contra account, or in this case, a contra account, which is going to be my purchase discount because I recognize them as purchase expense. So now they're going to be now a purchase discount, which is a contra account. Okay, so purchase discounts is $61,550. Purchase discount. Okay, purchase discount. Okay, $61,550 for $1.87. We're gonna pay $481. We're gonna pay $481.09. $481.09. So that should give us a grand total of that $482.96. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and make my note here that I'm making a payment to All Things Ceramics. Okay, invoice number one. For invoice number one. Let's see. Invoice number 126 and 159. $126 and invoice number 159. And I get to still go ahead and write here that I get to receive a 1% discount on invoice number 159. Okay. So there you go. That's all I need. Oh, and my check number 2. But right now I didn't even cut my check. So in this case, that's what I need to go. I need to go to my check register and make a note that I am making a payment for the $481.09 to All Things Ceramics. Okay. And it is for payment for coffee mugs. Okay, so I wrote a check $15.32. So that is something I need to put in my journal as well. That for this, as proof of that I made a payment, I use check number 1532. Okay. For, let's see. Okay, check number 1532. All right. So there we go. I wrote my check out. So in this case, I now need to update my ledgers. Okay. So starting with my accounts payable account, since I made a payment to a liability, I'm decreasing the amount that I owe. Okay. So in this case, I'm going to make a payment invoice number 126 and 159. Okay, and I can put also the check number 1532. We're still on our general journal page 20 here. And we are decreasing it by $482.96. Okay. So that will bring it down to 634,609. Okay. Okay, let me double check this, sorry. So in this case I have this plus this. Okay, yeah. One, yep, okay. So okay, so that means the journal to my ledger. So that's what I did. I finished posting it to here. So I now owe $6,346.09. Okay. I wrote a check. So I'm going to decrease my checking account here. Okay, so I wrote check number 1532. Okay. For a total of $481.09. Okay, so that should decrease your checking account to $5,796.19. Okay, and that means I need to also record that purchase discount. So purchase expense. So here's payroll, purchase, payroll, purchase expense. Okay, here's purchase returns and allowance. Purchase discounts right here. Okay, so $6.29. 1% discount on invoice number 159. Okay. And of course, post reference, general journal page 20, and that discount was for a credit of $1.87. Okay, for $1.87. So there you go. I finished my journal. Now I've got to finish up my ledger because I have to record what was the amount, the check amount, okay, or what was the check number that I wrote. So 629. In this case, payment. Check number 1532 for invoice number 126 and 159. Okay, there you go. Made my payment check here. And of course, I need to now update my inventory because a purchase discount decreased the value of my purchase expense, right? In this case, this section here says returns, allowances, and discount. So in this case, a discount doesn't affect my amounts here, but it does affect this one here. So in this, at least we can make a record here that is supposed to be for this batch of inventory, and it was for $1.87. You can calculate if you want to. It's up to you, right? We already know how much it's going to cost, so it's going to be this, right, minus that $9.84 refund to get you that $186.96. And of course, you do take 1% of that, it's going to be $1.87. If you want to calculate it, but in this case, we already calculated in our ledger, so that is all we need here. It's just to be able to post it right here, okay? All right, so that means we are now officially done with this transaction here, okay? All right. So the next thing here is we end up receiving from Atlas Coffee more coffee. Okay, now let's check our purchase orders to see if we ordered coffee for $385, invoice number 401. So let's take a look for purchase orders. Okay. So it seems right here we made purchase order on the 27th of June for purchase order 317 for the amount of $385, which is the one that we are that we just received. So in this case, we received it on the 29th of June. Okay, so I'm going to choose date, okay, for the 29th of June, invoice number 401. Okay, so yes, we did receive it, and now we're going to make a record here that we're going to update our inventory, okay, that we're journalizing that we received the coffee. So in this case, right, we could go ahead and locate a previous transaction of a similar event. So in this case, here we got the coffee creamer, cost of goods sold, more sugar and creamer. Right here, purchase right here, regular coffee and supreme coffee, right? We're also going to record the freight as well at the same time, okay? So there we go. We have all of this. And we're going to paste it right here for June 29. Okay. So in this case, regular coffee, how much was it for? It was, we purchased 125 pounds at $1.42. So that gave us $177.50. And then we also purchased 125 pounds of Supreme coffee at $1.66, which gave us a total of $207.50. So that should give us a grand total of the $385. Okay. And we also have in different information right here, we have invoice number 401. Okay. Same terms, right? We're gonna receive a 1% discount if we pay within 15 days. If not, the whole entire bill is due in 30. Okay. And let's see this here. We also received a bill from Freightline for the delivery of the coffee for $62.50 COD. Okay. So in this case, $31.25 is going to give us the $62.50 that we need. But this time, this is invoice number 702. Invoice number 702, and we must issue another check, okay, for $15.33 for the $62.50 to Freight Line, right? And it's for shipment of coffee. Okay. So in this case, $62.50, right? Check number 1533. Check number 1533. Okay. All right. So now that we've finished our journal, we now need to update our ledgers accordingly. Okay. So in this case, right, we got regular coffee and supreme coffee. Okay, so we got to go to our assets. Oh, we're in the wrong ledger. Okay, so we want to go to our assets for the regular coffee and supreme coffee. So right here's our checking account. Okay, here's my regular coffee. We made a purchase of 125 pounds. And we also received our shipment for the coffee. Okay, let me pull up my journal. Okay, so in this case, we purchased a total of $177.50. Okay, and $31.25 worth of freight to give us a grand total amount of, wrong column, to give us a grand total amount of $265.19. Okay. We also have to update our supreme coffee. Okay. So we got the shipment of the 125 pounds and the shipment cost, okay? We purchased 207 pounds, or $207.50 plus the $31.25. That should give us an account balance of $389.95. Okay. And of course, let's see. We also wrote out a check, since we're already here in our liabilities, or in our assets, right? We can also state that we wrote a check. Check number 1533. Okay? Right, which is invoice, our General Journal 20. So in this case, we cut a check for $62.50. So now my checking account is now $5,733.69. And we also owe more money to Atlas Coffee Importers. For invoice number 401. For an additional of $385. Okay, so that's going to give us an account balance of $6,731.09. Okay. All right. So that's that there. So we need to update our subsidiary ledger because now we owe Atlas Coffee Importers more money. So here we are. It's the 29. We received 125 pounds. Okay, invoice number 401. Okay, for that same exact amount. So that means we have until the 14th of July to receive our discount, or we have until the 29th of July to make a payment for $385. Okay. So last but not least, we need to now update my inventory. Okay. Starting with my regular coffee here. Right? I purchased 125 pounds. Okay, at $1.42. Okay, to give us that $177.50 plus the $31.25 to give me, oh, you don't have to do this, but total cost of $208.75. So therefore, let's add these numbers together. So we get a total of 159 and a half pounds. Okay, at a new total cost of $265.19, which I remember that is true. Okay. Right. And of course, we also have to update my Supreme coffee. Okay, because I purchased 125 pounds at $1.66 to get my $207.50 plus $31.25 to get my grand total of $238.75. So we also need to calculate our cost per item because we're using FIFO for this one. So it gave me $1.91. So I need to plug in here that this is my Supreme coffee for 125 pounds at $1.91. Okay. To give me a grand total of the $238.75, giving us a grand total of $389.95, which I believe that does match my ledger account. Okay, so for the Supreme coffee, okay, we'll double verify here. Supreme coffee is $389.95. Okay, so good. All right, so we are now done with that transaction. So let's see what happened next. We purchased from Restaurant Supplies an additional 2,000 medium coffee cups and then another 2,000 large coffee cups, and we placed this order on, or this charge on our credit card. So let's see, for another $270.63. So in this case, let's go ahead. So we purchased them for $100, and then we purchased them for $150. We got to split the tax of $20.63. So in this case, let's go ahead and update my journal. Okay, we have perfect enough space for that. So I believe we did have already made this transaction before. Okay, so let's see. Okay. So let's see, keep going. There you go, medium and large coffee cups right here. This exact transaction right here for $208.75. $170.63. Okay, so it is 629. Okay, this time we got a sales receipt number of 006145. Okay. 006145. Okay, we bought 4,000 cups, and it's the exact same transaction here, right? We just go ahead and copy and paste it because we already did the same exact numbers and everything. So there you go. All right. Save us some time by copying and pasting the exact same transaction. So there you go. So now we have our journal. We got to update our ledger because we just bought more coffee cups. So here, locate my supplies. Here we are. It's the 29. We purchased 2,000 cups at 5 cents each, right? We split the tax to be $8.25. So therefore, we charged another $108.25, giving us a grand total of $378.87 worth of cups. Okay. We also, right, did another 2,000 purchase at 7.5 cents each for the cups. And that also gave us 162.38. Okay, which gave us now a grand total of $560.33. Okay. And of course, we charge an additional amount on our Visa credit card. Okay. So I'm going to insert another row here. Okay. We charged on our credit card a purchase for 4,000 coffee cups. Okay. Which gave us a total amount of the $270.63. And of course, that brought up my account balance to now to be $2,065.65. And we also need to make a record in our subsidiary ledger just in case we need to make a refund. So again, we're going to go to restaurant supplies. Okay, here you go, restaurant supplies. Right, we purchased 2,000 of their medium cups. Okay, and it was receipt number 006145. Okay. In this case, we used our Visa credit card to make a payment. Okay. So we owed $270.63 just to pay it off right here. So we owe nothing to restaurant supplies. Okay. And that is it for that transaction. Okay. So let's see what happened next. We end up receiving a payment from Super AIM Market for invoice number 103 and 107. Right? So we end up receiving this for check number 582. So in this case, right, let's go ahead and there's definitely no space to be able to record that we received a payment, right? Yeah, there's definitely not enough space here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a line because that's definitely room for a possibility to enter in a transaction here. Okay. Okay. All right. So there you go. That means we're going to be starting this transaction right here on page 21. Okay, so 629. We received a payment from Super A Market, check number 584, 82. Okay, so in this case, that's so if we're receiving a payment, that means we are going to be receiving a check. So that means it's going to go to our checking account. Okay, and that means we are going to possibly be reducing our account receivable. So in this case, let's actually double check to see what is our total amount that we should be receiving from Super A Market. So in this case, I'm going to go to my ledger and go to my subsidy ledger, go to my customers, and take a look at Super A Market's invoices. So in this case, we're receiving a payment for both invoices for 103 and 107. So in this case, we're going to receive a payment for this entire amount of the $958.97 because that's, in this case, we take a look here. We have invoice number 103 and 107 here in my, that I've only done that much so far. So that means I should be receiving a check for $958.97. Okay. Now let's take a look because since we offered Super A Market to be able to take advantage of a discount, let's take a look. Okay. For invoice number 103, we gave them a 10-day open period to be able to make a payment. So in this case, we already calculated that, and that's supposed to be done on July 1st would be the last day that he could take a discount. We received the payment on the 29th of June. So in this case, we are discounting invoice number 103. And then for invoice number 107, 10 days later, they have until July 7th. That means, yes, we are also going to be calculating our discount for invoice number 107 as well. Okay, so in this case, right, let's take a look. Invoice number 103 gave us a total of $498.80. Okay, now we know that we also charge them a $30 delivery fee. Okay, so that means we can't discount this entire amount of $498.80. We must subtract $30 from that. Okay, so we could be able to calculate a discount there, right? And then for this $920.35, right, is going to, right, because we're going to be discounting the entire amount of sales, not what is left over and due, right? Because in this case, we're looking at giving a sales discount, okay? Not on based what they owe us, okay? So in this case, we need to discount $920.35. But this $920.35 also includes the $30 delivery fee. So in this case, we need to subtract $60 in grand total. So you can calculate what those are right here to get the accurate amount. So in this case, we got $468.80 here. And then we have a total of $890.35. So that's our grand total here. So I'm going to go ahead and do another section here to get our grand total. Okay. So grand total amount that we sold to them was a total of $1,359.15. So they get to take a discount off of that. So going into the column for sales discount. Okay. We're going to do equal round, okay, for this $1,359, okay. We're going to multiply by that 1% discount, and we're going to calculate that they're going to receive a discount for $13.59. So that means, what is the grand total that they owe us? Well, before the discount, they owed us previously 900 and let's see. They owed $958.97. Okay? So what you can do here is you can just add up these totals. Okay? Minus the discount. Okay? And that will get you a grand total of the $958.97. Therefore, now my account is zero. So that means we end up receiving a payment for $945.38. Okay, and they received a discount of $13.59. So again, this is what we are going to be journalizing. That they received a discount for $13.59. Okay, and the total amount that we received a payment for was $945.38, giving us a grand total of that they owed was $958.97. Right? So $945.38 is what we received. $945.38. They received a discount of $13.59. So they should have made their payment for the $958.97, which is correct. $958.97. Yes. Okay. So that means we gave them a sales discount because they made the payment within the discount period. Okay. And this reduced their account balance. Okay. In the accounts receivable, they no longer owe me money. Okay. So I get sales discount, I think it's 40. Sales discount is $46,000. And okay, so again, what did we do? We received a payment from Super A Market, okay, for invoice number 103 and 107, okay. Received 1% discount, okay. And we received check number 400, or actually 500, check number 582. All right, so that's that there. so now let's go ahead and plug our numbers in. Starting with, we need to receive the check. Okay, so in this case, we received $945.38. So we need to put that in our deposits. Okay, we received a deposit from Super A Market. Okay, Super A Market. Okay, for $945.38. Okay. Okay. So that means let's go ahead and update the rest of my ledger. Okay, starting with checking because we received money. Okay. Right, we received payment, check number 582 for a total of $945.38. Okay, so that should increase your checking account by $6,679.07. Okay, since we are already here, you could go ahead and take off the accounts receivable. Okay, received payment invoice number 103 and 107. Okay, general journal number 20. Okay, and that should decrease your amount by $958.97. So $958.97. And that should decrease your total accounts receivable down to $1264.21. Okay, $1264.21. Okay. And of course, we cannot forget to record that discount. Okay. Here we go. Okay. 29. Receive 1% discount. Okay, on invoice number 103 and 107. Okay, giving us a grand total of $13.59. Okay, $13.59. So that should give me my account balance to be $1898.44. Okay. Okay. So there you go. Now we got to finish up our subsidiary ledger because we need to record the payment. Okay, for the 629, and I'm going to say receive payment check number 582 for invoice number 103 and 107. Okay, and there you go. The rest is already filled in for you. So now Super A Market owes you nothing. Okay, they are done with their amount. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Let's see what is next. Okay. So now that we received the payment, we already updated everything, the journal, the ledger, and the subsidiary ledger, right? There's nothing to do with the inventory worksheet. So let's go ahead and take a look what happened next. So we have here is going to be Albert submitting the order for Great Restaurant. Okay, so they're just submitting an order. So in this case, that's all we have to do. They want to order 75 pounds of regular coffee, and they want to also order 72 pounds of Supreme Coffee, giving us a grand total of $564.03. So once again, because this is just a sales order, that's all we need to do is update our sales order. All right. So let's see, the date here is the 29th. Okay. And this is sales order 111. Who is going to be ordering? It's going to be Great Restaurant. Okay. And we can go ahead and see what Great Restaurant has purchased from us. They just want the coffees. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's see. They wanted Great Restaurant wanted 75 and 72 pounds. So 75 of the regular and 72 of the Supreme. Okay. So there you go. Let's calculate that. So 246.75 and so in grand total, you got the 564.03, which is what matches on our scenario. Okay? And we haven't delivered it yet, so there you go. Okay? Last thing that we have to do here in our journal is to finally record our daily sales. All right, so let's go ahead and complete our daily sales. So let's go ahead and locate. So here we have the daily sales right here, checking all and all of the sales that we have here, plus the cost of goods sold section. So we can just copy and paste this. Okay, so here we are. 629. And then let's go ahead. So here, checking. Checking. Right, I'm going to put my formula in here. Right, just to make sure that we have our numbers matching our worksheet, our scenario here. So here we sold a total of 250 medium regular coffees for a total of $497.50. And we sold a total of 225 cups of the large regular coffee for a total of $672.75. Then we sold a total of 249 cups of the medium Supreme coffee for $620.01. And then we also sold 230 cups of the large Supreme coffee cups for $802.70. Okay. And we also sold our ceramic coffee mugs, 8 of them, for $55.62. With a grand total of tax to be $218.53, giving us a grand total cash that we should have received to be $28.67 and 67.41 cents. So $28.67.41. And once again, I'm going to go ahead and do the first thing is deposit that money into my checking account. Okay, so we receive in-store sales for $28.67.41. So today is the 29th, and this is my 14th deposit, which is going to be a grand total of $3,812.79. Okay. So let's go ahead and make our plug our numbers into our journal. Okay. So let's start with the first one, or into our ledger. We received money, so that's going to be our checking. Okay. Okay. We should have received from our in-store sales. Oh, we're on General Journal 21 now. For a total of $28.67.41, which should increase my checking account to be a total of $9,546.48. Okay. And let's go ahead and update our sales here, starting with our first sales for the medium regular coffee. Okay. Okay, we sold a total of 250 cups. Okay. For a total of $497.50. Okay. And that should give us a grand total of $4,774.01. Okay. We also sold some large regular coffee. Okay. We sold a total of 225 cups. Okay. For a grand total cost of $672.75. Okay. For a grand total of $5,935.15. Okay. Then we sold our medium supreme coffee. We sold a total of 249 cups. Okay. For a total of $620.01. Okay. Giving us a grand total of $6,058.17. Okay, and then we sold our large supreme cups. We sold 230 cups. For a grand total of $802.70. Okay, and that should give us a grand total of $6,857.85. And last but not least, we also sold our ceramic coffee mugs. We sold 8 of them. Let's see. Yes, we sold 8 of them. Okay, for a total of $55.92, which should give you a total account balance of $1639.14. Okay, And of course, last but not least, we also charge sales tax for our in-store sales. So that should be here, in-store sales. In-store sales for a total of $218.53. Okay. And that should give you grand total of $18.55.12. Okay. There you go. And let's see. We ended up using 44 pounds of the regular coffee and 45 pounds of the Supreme coffee. Okay, so 44 pounds of the regular, 45 pounds of the Supreme. So inventory worksheet. £44 of the regular at $1.6626. Okay. So again, we're going to calculate how much it's going to cost me in grand total. 44 pounds at $1.662663 will give you a grand total of $73.16. So I end up using 44 pounds. Okay. And I also end up getting a new total cost of, right after you sold this much. So in this case, my total cost per item has dropped by 30/30,000th of a penny. And I should get $192.03 left. Okay. So I used $73.16 worth of regular coffee. Okay. And then my Supreme coffee, we used 45 pounds at $1.89. So 45 at $1.89 is going to give me total $85.05. So, right, we need to subtract 45 from 80. Okay. 80 minus 45. There you go, 35 at $1.89. Giving you a total of $66.15. Okay. So 150 20 minus 8508, 8505 should give you 66.15. Yes. So in this case, that's correct. Dropping my account balance to 304.90. 304.90 with 160 pounds left. Okay. So that means I end up using a total of $85.05 worth of Supreme coffee. Okay, so 85.05 worth of Supreme coffee. Okay. And we end up using $73.16 worth of regular coffee. $73.16 of the regular coffee. $73.16 of regular coffee. So, last but not least, let's go ahead and update our numbers to our ledgers. Okay. So, let's start with the cost of goods sold. Right. We used 44 pounds for a total of 73.16. Okay, so that should give me a grand total of 1234.78. Okay. And then we also used 45 pounds which was 85.05. Okay. And that gave me a grand total of 1315.41. 1315.41. Okay. And then we need to update our inventory. Okay, here we are. I believe this is regular coffee. Okay. We used 44 pounds. Okay. Which was $73.16. So you should have a grand total here to be 192.03. Okay. Which should match your inventory worksheet 192.03. Okay. And then, last but not least, we need to update my Supreme coffee. Okay. Right, we used 45 pounds. Okay. Which should give us a grand total of 85.05. So that should drop your inventory down to 304.90. And is that correct? Let's double confirm. My ending balance in my Supreme coffee is 304.90. Okay, good. All right. So let's stop here and then we'll finish up the rest of Coffee Cafe after this. Okay. All right.